Aries, Taurus, Gemini, and Cancer. Check out Cexxi Tarot, she has the answer. Leo, Virgo, Libra, and Scorpio are the viewers waiting to watch Cexxi Tarot. Sagittarius, Capricorn, Aquarius, and Pisces are the #1 subscriber wondering what Cexxi sees. You are here just to be in the know. The live stream is starting. Now here's Cexxi Tarot.
Hello, Cross-Watcher, and welcome to Cexxi Tarot. Cross-Watcher, this will be your edition of Cexxi Tarot's Cross-Watcher's Dream. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell if you would like to be notified when I go live. Cross-Watcher, as a friendly reminder, we all have male and female energies within us. Although you see genders on the cards, keep in mind their energies. Cross-Watcher, as I'm progressing through the reading, if you find the energy resonates more with the Aries, please feel free to swap the energies. Energies are fluid. Cross-Watcher, as I'm progressing through the reading and you find the reading does not resonate with you at all, then this is not your Cross-Watcher's dream. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell. Now, if you are here cross-watching for an Aries, you are in the right place. You are in the right place. Let's see what's going on with the Aries cross-watcher. I pray you all are well. Thank you for joining me on the crack. The Aries is using their intuition, and what they're doing is they're critically analyzing whether they want to continue to give emotionally to this connection or if they want to pull back their emotions. The Aries is evaluating. One good shuffle for the cross-watcher when it comes to the Aries. Spirit, what does the cross-watcher need to know about the Aries? What does the cross-watcher need to know about the Aries? How does Aries view the cross-watcher? How does Aries feel about the cross-watcher? What's on Aries' mind when it comes to the cross-watcher? What's at the root of the matter for Aries when it comes to the cross-watcher? What's the blockage for Aries when it comes to the cross-watcher? And this is the potential outcome. Cross-watcher. The reason for this reading here today is the Empress. The Empress. So you may be the parent of the Aries child, but the Aries is thinking about nurturing and growing something, possibly their abundance, their financial situation. Some of you are Libras or Tauruses with this Empress being here. But the Aries is looking for someone who inspires them, make them feel good, lift them up. And with this Five of Wands and this Hierophant energy, some of you are Tauruses. But the Aries feels like in the commitment that the two of you have, it lacks structure and organization and lacks forgiveness. They feel like it's a bunch of fussing and fighting, drama, challenges. Possibly other people are interfering in this connection. You could have known this Aries for a long time. They do feel like you're their soulmate. The Aries could have grew up with you, went to school with you, worked with you, or it could just feel like you knew each other for a long time. But for some of you, cross-watcher, the Aries does have someone else, and it's someone from their past. Cross-watcher, how the Aries views you. They view you as the King of Wands. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy. The cross-watcher views you as wanting to take action towards them. They view you as being very passionate about them. They view you getting ready to do something. Spirit, why does Aries view the cross-watcher as the King of Wands? Why does Aries view the cross-watcher? Okay, so they view you as the moon, The Aries views you as wanting to take action on this deep romance. The Aries also views you as being very secretive. The Aries could view you as wanting to walk away or they wanting to walk away. But to be honest with you, the Aries views you as wanting to take action because you have a deep romance with them. They view you as wanting to change the situation. The Aries views you as wanting to make a decision to work on this because you think the Aries is walking away. And at the bottom of the deck is the ring card and the letter. So the Aries views you as holding them in high regard. The Aries also feels as though that there was something unexpected that happened. The Aries views you as wanting to repeat this cycle. I keep hearing wanting to repeat this cycle. You could be married to the Aries or in a committed connection with the Aries. The Aries views you, if you're not married or in a commitment, they view you as wanting a higher level of commitment with them. And they view you as wanting to know a truth. The Aries views you as trying to take a closer look to see if this can work out or not. Spirit. The Aries views the cross-watcher as wanting to take action to change this romantic connection. Tell the cross-watcher about this. At the bottom of the deck is shelter all trust issues, insecurities, steps moving forward, momentum. So the Aries is a little closed off right now. They do want to take steps to move forward. They feel like this connection is no longer serving them and they want to let it go. But how they view you as viewing them as a wish come true, okay? They view you as wanting to take action to make a love offer to them, and that you want a fresh start and a new beginning with them. Spirit, why does Aries view the cross-watcher as wanting to make a love offer, plant new seeds? Aries feels like the cross-watcher views them as a wish come true. At the bottom of the deck is the Eight of Cups and Judgment. So the Aries feels like they have an epiphany, and if they need to walk away from this connection, okay, listen. Aries does view you as being their soulmate, but there is another connection here because I got two opposing energies here. So the Aries is making a decision to walk away towards someone that better suits them. And this could be vice versa. Don't get upset with me. The Aries views you as viewing them as like being quite manipulative. You view the Aries views you as thinking that they're holding themselves back because they're being manipulative in a connection. So the Aries views you as being suspicious of them. They view you as being suspicious of them. They view you as thinking that they're manipulative and they're holding back from giving to this connection. They think you believe they want to walk away and move forward. You're probably right. Some of you are Aquarius, Geminis, Virgos, and Scorpios. Some of you are Leos, and some of you are Cancers. So that's how they view you. They view you as looking at this like, look, I want my Aries. I want to change things with my Aries. But my Aries is manipulative. And I don't know why my Aries is holding back from me. It seems like the Aries wants to leave me and move forward. How they feel about you, how the Aries feels about you is the Ten of Pentacles. Ten of Pentacles. Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo energy. So the Aries feels like that this is a commitment. There was a lot of investment here. The Aries feels like that you had mixed assets, resources, legacy, possibly children with them. And this is how they feel about you. Spirit, why does Aries feel the cross-watcher is the Ten of Pentacles? They feel like you're abundant and resourceful. Why does Aries feel the cross-watcher is the Ten of Pentacles? Yeah, so they feel like you're very loyal to them with the dog heart energy, but there's this air of secrecy, something unknown in this home. As I say that, the home and the mountains cards show up. So they feel like there's obstacles in the home that affects the stability. And this is what the Aries is thinking about. The Aries is keeping these feelings deep inside. There could be outside influences affecting this connection with the Garden card and affecting the decision overall. And the Aries feels like you're stuck. Spirit, why does the Aries feel like the cross watcher is very loyal to them in this connection? Why does the Aries feel like the... Thank you. At the bottom of the deck is celebrations, good times, get together, memories, old flame, reminiscing about how things used to be. So the Aries has been thinking about the good times the two of you had, about... it was great. At one point, this was great. But now the Aries is like trying to have some fun. You know, like they're discovering themselves, and with spoiled, taken care of, comfortable. Right now, the Aries is doing what's best for them. They want to have a good time. They remember the good times in this connection. But right now, the Aries is self-focused. But how they feel about you is that you want to communicate. That you want to communicate and express your feelings. They could feel like that you saw some messages and that you want to talk about this. The Aries feels like that, baby, it's cold outside. They feel like there's no progress being made here. No matter how much the two of you talk, the Aries feels like the two of you aren't getting anywhere in this conversation. And with slipping away, time to confront issues, make a move. The Aries feels like this connection is slipping away, and it's time for them to make a move, because when the two of you talk, you're not reaching any resolution. Spirit, why does Aries feel like that the connection is slipping away with the cross watcher? Why does Aries feel like the connection? Why does Aries feel like the connection is slipping away? They feel like when they talk, they're not getting anywhere. Why is this? At the bottom of the deck, you have the Nine of Wands and the Hanged Man. The Aries feels like, you know, there's been a lot of pain here, a lot of suspicions that someone is really guarded, and that this connection isn't going anywhere. It's just at a standstill because of all this hurt and pain. Some of you are done with a Pisces. And with the Knight of Pentacles, as I stated, it's at a standstill. The Aries feels like it's best to leave things as they are before any further pain is inflicted. And with the Star card here, they feel like you have hope, that you want to heal this connection. They feel like that you're just very optimistic. You really feel like the Aries is your wish fulfillment. At least that's how they're viewing this connection. Some of you are Aquarius. But with the Lovers here, they feel like you believe they have a whole nother lover, and that they need to make a decision, and that you want to be somewhere. I'm sorry, and that you feel like they want to be somewhere else, cross watcher. And with the Page of Wands, the two of you been arguing about this. The Aries feels like that all you want to do, I hate to put it like this, but y'all put the energies where they belong. The Aries feels like they do want a fresh start, but they feel like when communicating with you, the two of you don't get anywhere. All you do is argue about if there's another lover in the connection, and how is this going to get healed? They know you want to heal it, but it's something about this accusation that's troubling the Aries. Now, I'm not saying the Aries does not have another lover. I'm just saying when it comes time to confront issues, they feel like when y'all talking, it's not getting anywhere. What's on the Aries mind? What's on the Aries mind is the Knight of Pentacles. Knight of Pentacles. Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo energy. The Aries feels like this connection is at a standstill. The progress is very slow. It's not moving forward. However, they do feel like there was a connection of value here. Spirit, why is the Knight of Pentacles on Aries' mind? Why is the Knight of Pentacles on Aries mind, spirit? Cross-Watcher. The Aries is trying to be pointed in the right direction. They love you, but what's on their mind is ending this connection because they're trying to go where it's more logical for them to have stability. And with this book card and this mask card, what's on their mind is, okay, so there is a lot of secrets. And sometimes they tell you things to shut you up. They do. Because they don't want to hear it. They don't want to hear it. What's on their mind is somebody keep asking about this commitment or this connection. But the Aries is like, look, right now, this how they thinking. What's on their mind is they are guarding something. And it's painful to do this to you, or they know they putting you through a lot of pain because the Aries is being inconsistent. Spirit, why is Aries trying to be pointed in the right direction? It seems like Aries thinking about being pointed in the right direction in relation to their stability. Can you tell the Cross-Watcher about Aries being pointed in the right direction? At the bottom of the deck is speak up, stand up for yourself, stand your ground, snail's pace, slow progress, reevaluate. The Aries has expressed to you that, look, this ain't going nowhere. It's moving at a snail's pace. They stand in their ground. However, they do think you are a gem. They do feel like no one compares to you. Or what's on their mind is that you spoke up about this connection moving real slow. And you express that you feel like Aries, like no one compares to Aries. And what Aries is thinking about is their boss babe, whether it's a male or female. If it's a male Aries, they're a king, and they feel like they're boss, independent, and strong. And if it's a female energy, they're looking at it like, hey, I'm a boss babe. I'm independent and strong. And what's on the Aries mind is like, doing what's best for them and their stability. And what they're thinking about is this block ascension, like, is no growth. The Aries is like you blocking them. And I'm not saying you're really doing this. I'm just giving you the information. The Aries feel like you're blocking them from growing. Like, they feel like they could be so much more without you. And what alone, abandoned, loner, closed off, the Aries is like closed off to this connection. They don't want to grow it no more. Spirit, the Aries is thinking that they don't want to grow this connection anymore. They want to be pointed in another direction. They feel like the Cross-Watcher prevents their growth. At the bottom of the deck, you have the Knight of Cups and the Three of Wands. So the Aries is self-focused right now. And it's like they're looking to see what else is out there, waiting for their ships to come in. Something that's truthful, honest, and passionate and given to them. And with this King of Cups, they're like keeping all these emotions deep down inside. So when y'all talking, the Aries is probably not expressing all of this to you, but this is what's going on. Sometimes the King of Cups could be a liar. So the Aries could be lying to you about wanting to move forward. And they could be not saying anything to you at all about what their true intentions are. They could be, like I said with that mask card, just telling you anything to quiet you down. And with the World card here, some of you are fixed signs, such as an Aquarius, a Scorpio, a Leo, a Taurus. But the Aries is thinking about closing this cycle out and setting their sights on a higher horizon. They could be coming across kind of cold right now. And when they speak in their facts, it feels like kind of harsh. And with this Page of Pentacles here, the Aries is thinking about basically closing this out to make a new offer somewhere else, somewhere where they feel is more abundant, passionate, and filled with hope. And with this, Ace of Wands here, it could be the Aries has a new flame or a new love. And it's something they're very passionate about. And they're closing out this cycle and they're setting their sights on something else to make a new offer. This could be you, cross watcher. Put the energies where they fit. At the root of the matter for Aries, at the root of the matter is the Four of Cups. Four of Cups. So you could be making an offer to the Aries, and the Aries is rejecting it. Like they kind of bored. The Aries is kind of bored. That's what I'm getting. Spirit, why is the Four of Cups at the root of the matter for Aries? Can you tell the cross watcher why the Four of Cups? Thank you. Yeah, oh goodness. None of my cards are ever in reverse, but this one fell out in reverse. You have the stork in reverse, the stork in reverse. At the root of the matter, Aries does not want to move forward with this connection. They do not want to level up this connection. They do not see any hope for this connection going anywhere. And with this snake card and the mask card, there's a lot of toxicity here, a lot of lies, a lot of somebody being inflexible, and it's causing a lot of pain. Spirit, at the root of the matter, it seems like Aries is a little bored and they don't want to move forward with this connection. Can you tell the cross watcher why Aries does not want to move forward? At the bottom of the deck, you have workaholic and fireworks. So, excuse me, the Aries at the root of the matter could feel like so the Aries is burying themselves in their work. The Aries could be using work as an excuse to go after other passion too. I just want to say that they want to work on what gives them passion, what brings them love, excitement, something truthful and honest. And they want you to forgive them. But the Aries is looking for something that has more structure and organization. And with memories, old flame, reminiscing about how things used to be, the Aries at the root of the matter feels like you keep going back to the old times as opposed to dealing with the here and now. And with sugarcoat, superficial expressions, not all that is cracked up to be, it's like the Aries don't get a jump out of this no more, because that's what I was getting off this card. Like the Aries is bored with the connection. And with red string of fate, spiritual bond can't be broken. Although there were some good memories here, and one of you feels like, I don't know if it's you or the Aries, that the spiritual bond can't be broken, the Aries feels like this connection is not all it's cracked up to be. Like, they could be gaslighting you just to, I'm hearing, just to shut you up. Spirit, it seems like the Aries is a little bored, and they feel like this connection isn't all it's cracked up to be. Can you tell the cross watcher about this? At the bottom of the deck, you had the moon and the two of swords. So the Aries is not basically giving you enough information for you to make a decision. The Aries does have secrets. And what this Queen of Pentacles is, the secret is that they trying to be patient. But it's something they really passionate about that they want to work on in relation to their finances, their abundance, something more traditional, stable, rooted, and grounded. For some of you, you want the Aries to be in this commitment. And the Aries is like, nah, with this moon energy, nah, I don't. The secret is they don't want to. And what they doing, they could have blocked you too. They could have blocked you. And with this Three of Swords energy, you know, at the root of the matter, somebody's very heartbroken, disappointed. They feel betrayed. And they recognize you heartbroken. They do. And they recognize that there's a lot of healing that needs to be done, but the two of you are on a time out right now. And that's at the root of the matter for Aries. The Aries could have called this off. The blockage The obstacle, the challenge in a way is the Three of Pentacles, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo energy. The blockages, y'all can't work together. Or there's a third party. The Aries might want to nurture and grow something new. Because the Empress can be like a fresh start card. But the blockages, they feel like y'all not working well together. Like y'all can't get to a happy medium. Or the blockages, somebody is out of work. Spirit, why is the Three of Pentacles the blockage for Aries and the Cross Watcher? Why is the Three of Pentacles? Yeah. And they feel like at the blockages, it's a lot of confusion here about what the other wants to do, what they define love as. But it seems like the blockages, one of you or both of you are not really feeding this connection. And it's like some harsh truth was spoken very quickly. It was some harsh truth spoken very quickly about this commitment, this connection, about the same pattern happening over and again. Somebody could have actually said, like, you want somebody new, or I want somebody new. Spirit, it seems like the blockage is someone is not putting in the work when it comes to this connection. Tell me about it. At the bottom of the deck, you had strings, mental mind games, manipulation, starting fresh, new chapter, clean slate, starting over, and snake. So the blockage is someone wants to start fresh, right? But there's some mind games like, yeah, we gonna work on this, but y'all not. Not earring yourself, but y'all not. Somebody playing mind games. They really don't want to work on this. And with snakes, sneaky lies, betrayal, bad news, that's the blockage because someone is not being honest. Someone is gaslighting the other one like, yo, I want to start this over. We going to heal this. But it's filled with a bunch of mind games and sneaky lies. Yeah. See, because it's like the blockage is someone wants a reconciliation. It's like they want to rebuild this connection, repair this connection, but the other one is not listening. It's like they inconsiderate. Somebody think they always right. It's like y'all on two different pages. And what make-believe, fairy dust, imaginary, false, too good to be true. Somebody feel like something is make-believe, it's like too good to be true. Like somebody just don't have faith in this connection. They feel like it just ain't going nowhere. And that's why it's a blockage. I got one person wanting to reconcile and the other one like, I really don't want to hear this shit. But I'm going to tell you whatever you need to hear to get you out my face. I hate to tell somebody this. Spirit, why is the blockage, what do I want to ask? Why is someone faking like they want to reconcile? Tell me why someone is faking about this reconciliation, because it's the blockage here. Shit, like that. At the bottom of the deck is the Five of Pentacles and the Empress. Someone just doesn't want to give to this connection anymore. And there's a large fear that someone has someone new. It looks like it could be a breakup of a marriage, a home life, a living together situation. And with this devil energy, it's like I ask Spirit, why is someone like faking and gaslighting? Because they just toxic, period, point blank. Someone is very toxic and they are holding on to possibly another connection or have another connection. This person, whoever this is, if it is the Aries or if it's you, somebody like just not being truthful. And what they not being truthful about is because they trying to keep you stuck. They trying to keep you stuck in this connection, Cross-Watcher, or you're either trying to keep the Aries stuck in this connection, but because of all the lies and the toxicity, somebody don't know where to go. It's like one of you is presenting to the other that you want to work on this connection and you really don't. But the actions are not matching up with the words. And that's what's causing this toxicity in the connection. And with this Ace of Swords, somebody like, I ain't going nowhere, so I get the truth. But the truth is not coming out. The truth is not coming out, and that's the blockage. The potential outcome is the Six of Swords. The potential outcome is somebody either moving out from a home, moving away from this connection, or the two of you moving on together to heal. Spirit, why is the potential outcome the Six of Swords for the Aries and the Cross-Watcher? Why is the potential outcome? So the potential outcome is someone moving forward to a fresh start. Somebody's going to apologize, and they're going to be like, look, we can have a fresh start together. Or the potential outcome is someone moving on, having a fresh start somewhere else. But at the bottom of the deck, someone, oh no, y'all not moving on together. It's going to be a surprise. Somebody feels like they have a spiritual union somewhere else. And that's why it's a bunch of toxicity here. It's someone that the Aries finds terribly attractive, very sexy. And it shocked them that they have this spiritual connection with this person. So it's like the Aries might be moving on to something new, or you might be moving on to something new. Spirit, why is it that the Aries or the Cross-Watcher is moving on to something new? They feel like there's too many arguments. At the bottom of the deck, you have reflection and affectionate. However, the Aries is thinking about when, or you, thinking about when this was a very affectionate, good connection. Someone is living in the past and how things used to be. So I'm being drawn to them lips. Somebody really loves somebody's lips. But they feel like it's a controlling connection. It's too controlling. Somebody feel like the other one is real jealous. And the reason they're moving on is because it's like the person has been awakened with this enlightenment card to somebody's toxicity, their lies. It's like someone doesn't trust the other one. It's some betrayal. Somebody been awakened to the other's betrayal. And someone want to start fresh. They want a new chapter, a clean slate. They want to start over. Spirit, it seems like someone was awakened to some toxicity, betrayal here. And it looks like either they want to start over with a clean slate or start a new chapter. Tell me about this for the Cross-Watcher. At the bottom of the deck, you have the Seven of Pentacles and Temperance. So, it took a long time for this ending to come. I'm not mincing words. Some of you dealing with a Sagittarius. It was a lot of compromising, a lot of waiting, a lot of investing, a lot of going back and forth. Some of you dealing with Scorpio, but it's over. It's over. Some of you dealing with a Virgo with this Hermit card, but, excuse me, the potential outcome is someone just taking the time out, taking a break to be alone, to think about this, to trying to gain some insight. And with this Five of Pentacles, someone feels devastated. They feel devastated. They feel so hurt without their person. And with this Knight of Pentacles, it's like someone's trying to be patient. Somebody really trying to ground their emotions here. Because they're very hurt. They're very hurt by this. Now, you know what? I'm going to pull y'all a timing card. If this is a fresh start, like if this going to be worked out, if the Aries change their mind, I'm going to see how long, because there's a lot of waiting here. Spirit, if this connection has a fresh start, how long does the Cross-Watcher have to wait? So at night in August. If you want to wait for this, the Aries might come around. They won't come around to try to see you and bide your time. I know that ain't refreshing. That is not refreshing. But because I see a lot of slowness, a lot of waiting, and Spirit, what does Aries want to tell the Cross-Watcher? What does Aries want to... I done left a card. Okay, well, let's put that here. Spirit, what does Aries want to tell the Cross... Oh, shit. Spirit, what does Aries want to tell the Cross-Watcher? What does Aries want to tell the Cross-Watcher? Spirit. So it looks like second chance. This relationship deserves a second chance. You are my destiny. So the Aries could want to give you a second chance and you are their destiny. It could be you that let the Aries go, Cross-Watcher. And what balance, one person is giving too much in this relationship, and what I said to you still haunts me. Somebody could have came at the other one about not having enough money, not having a job, not doing their part. And with regret, someone feels remorse for the way they treated you. And I watch you on social media, whoever got left, it's like somebody is now filled with all this regret, and because I think someone was also blocked for some of you, and the only way that they can see the other is through social media. I think I have two set of Cross-Watchers for Aries here. Spirit, what advice you have for Aries? I'm sorry, what advice you have for the Cross-Watcher? What advice do you have for the Cross-Watcher, Spirit? Spirit, what advice do you have for the Cross-Watcher? What advice do you have for the Cross-Watcher? So, Cross-Watcher, Spirit is saying balance spirituality and practicality. You may be dealing with a Pisces, because some of you might be focused on working more on your spirit and not on your finances, or vice versa. And to have faith, just have faith, because there's an air of fear and worry here in this reading. And Cross-Watcher, Spirit is saying step out of your comfort zone. Step out of your comfort zone and communicate clearly, because there's some stubbornness here and somebody not telling the truth. I keep coming up here to this Devil, Eight of Swords, and Ace of Swords. Someone is not telling the truth here. So I'm just being honest. Somebody's definitely not telling the truth. And down here, someone's not telling the truth. It's like they lying about still wanting to be here. So it seems like there's a need for honest communication. Cross-Watcher, Cross-Watcher, Cross-Watcher. This has been your edition of Cexxi Tarot's Cross-Watcher's Dream. If you were here cross-watching for an Aries, you were in the right place. You were in the right place. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell, Cross-Watcher, if you would like to be notified the next time I go live. Peace, Cross-Watcher, and I hope it work out for you, honey.
Aries, Taurus, Gemini, and Cancer. Check out Cexxi Tarot, she has the answer. Leo, Virgo, Libra, and Scorpio are the viewers waiting to watch Cexxi Tarot. Sagittarius, Capricorn, Aquarius, and Pisces are the number one subscriber wondering what Cexxi sees. You are here just to be in the know. The live stream is starting. Now here's Cexxi Tarot.